America, routine violence, gun violence in public places and in domestic incidents is just so common here. It likely doesn't even make the news outside of your respective city or town or even your region. And I would imagine such was the case earlier this week, where there was a murder and a shooting. I guess maybe what does it qualify as a mass shooting? Is mass shootings 3 or more casualties or 4 or more casualties? I think it's 3. So let's call this a mass casualty event, shall we? Happened at the Potomac Avenue Metro Station, okay, which is on the Silver Line and the Blue Line. There's a bunch of metro stations at the Potomac Avenue Metro Station, okay? Earlier this week, there was a commuter, 31-year-old man. He was riding a metro bus towards the Potomac Avenue Metro Station. Apparently, had gotten into an altercation or some sort of verbal disagreement with another commuter or passenger on the bus. The buses arrive at the Potomac Avenue Metro Station. The man gets off the bus. He goes into the metro station and shoots a person unknown to him who was at the kiosk buying a metro card. Just shoots him in the leg. That man survived. He further goes into the metro station and allegedly accosts a woman, okay? Doesn't harm her, but is threatening towards her physically in some way. This behavior is observed by 2 metro workers, one of whom was 64-year-old. I believe his name is Robert Cunningham. Mr. Cunningham worked as a metro mechanic for, I believe, 20 years. And upon approaching this armed man as he is accosting this woman, which, by the way, is something that I talk about on this show, that when people see people being harmed in public, they should intervene. The problem is that Mr. Cunningham ended up getting shot and killed by this man. Shot him dead right there in the metro station. The perpetrator was not finished. The perpetrator goes down onto the metro platform where a train is sitting, okay? Gets onto the train, and that's where we're going to pick up the story here from NBC4, because, again, after shooting 2 people, killing one, the perpetrator goes onto the train and begins threatening passengers, okay? Now, mind you guys, while all of this is happening, there's not a cop around. There's Metro Transit Police. There's DC Police, Metropolitan Police. There's all kinds of fucking police in DC. Police every goddamn place. It's wild how the police are never around when the fucking crime is happening, when the violent gun crime is happening. It's always amazing how the police just don't seem to be there. It's wild. So I want us to pick up the story because local people are being credited as heroes as stopping this attack, okay? And one of those local people was a black woman. A black woman minding her whole ass business, riding a train, trying to get to work, is put in a position where she has to think fast to not only save her life, but the lives of other passengers. So I want us to pick this up. Channel 4, who is this? Jackie Benson? Jackie Benson has the report. You guys, check this out.
When she took an action that required extraordinary courage, split-second timing, and nerves of steel. Shante Trumpet received a 2017 K. Fritz Foundation Award as part of a D.C. government team that helped simplify the way seniors and disabled D.C. residents get Medicaid services. On her way to work Wednesday morning, she helped the public in a very different way. As the metro train she was riding pulled into the Potomac Avenue station, she saw a man's body on the platform, and in a split second, the man she'd seen standing over him with a gun got on her train.
As soon as he got on the train, he says, "I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to hurt. Y'all are okay. Y'all can stay there. Y'all are okay. I'm not going to hurt anybody." Then he just started to rant and yell.
Trumpet says when he pointed the gun at a man to prevent him from leaving the stopped train, she feared it was about to turn into a hostage situation. She was in the first row of seats. She says when the gunman, who'd been pacing the car, sat down in the handicap seat next to her, she saw an opportunity to stop him.
He put the gun down, but he still had his hand on the gun, but the gun was on the seat. He had his hand on the gun, and I saw the door open, and I'm just like, we got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. Like, I can't sit on this train.
Trumpet is the daughter of a military father, a former ROTC scholar, and a licensed gun owner in Maryland. She says the thought she might not make it home to her 2 children flashed before her. Then she made a move that, had it gone wrong, could have ended in her death.
He didn't have a grip on the gun. He wasn't holding on to it. So I just grabbed the gun and I ran. As soon as I ran, he grabbed me from the back. And I think at that time, people on the train grabbed him. So we both fell.
2 fellow passengers who, in the chaos, believed Trumpet was about to be shot, tackled the man, knocking her down too.
I guess the guys who had grabbed him long enough so I could get up, get the gun. I grabbed the gun and then threw it onto the tracks on the other side.
Shante Trumpet does not consider herself a hero. She reserves that title for Robert Cunningham, the Metro worker killed trying to stop the gunman. She is grateful to have been able to go home to her friends and family who lovingly told her,
"Don't ever do that again."
It's good to see her laugh there, because she did share with us that the trauma of this incident, which will be with her forever, she said that she does not think that she would ever be able to ride Metro again.
Isn't that an incredible story, everybody? But let me give you some more details about that, because again, it was that woman, it was some other Metro passengers that sprang into action that tried to subdue this gunman. So there has not been a lot of details revealed about this person, the gunman that is, and I heard one of the reports locally, and they gave the details in such a flurry. I was like, what? Wait, what? So the man's is 31 years old. Apparently he is a very high functioning individual who is seriously experiencing a mental health crisis. He was a graduate of Auburn University, apparently had a job in IT, and was experiencing such a mental health issue that people in his life called the police to go do a welfare check on him, because I think he was under some sort of court monitoring for perhaps drug charges. I think he was alleged to have been selling methamphetamine. It's just a very bizarre case, because when you hear about somebody in DC anyway, getting on the Metro, and then let me back up, quantify some of my facts here. The person, the gunman, the alleged gunman, actually shot 3 people, and it was Mr. Cunningham, the lone Metro worker, is the one that died, but 2 others were shot. It just an unreal scene, 9:30 in the morning at the Metro station. So anyway, the alleged gunman, in further proof positiveness of how dangerous a system capitalism is, this man was on the radar as being mentally vulnerable, and instead of getting help, getting assistance, instead of the police actually being able to locate him to give him some sort of assistance, whichever assistance they were capable of, I'm guessing very little, but still, it was easier for this guy to go and pick up a gun and have his troubles be acted out through violence, instead of a system being in place that could have caught this, right? A safety net, perhaps, that could have realized that this person was in serious distress and was likely going to be a danger to others, and that could have anticipated this, right? And I'm not talking about some sort of Minority Report kind of surveillance, precog and all that shit. No. But if people had access to mental health services, seriously, throughout their entire lives, we would have systems in place. We would have an apparatus in place that could say, hey, I think the guy's name is Isaiah, and I don't have his last name in front of me, but hey, Isaiah's going through a tough time right now. Isaiah's not behaving in the way that he normally behaves. Isaiah has verbalized that he is having thoughts of either self-harm or harming others. There needs to be a system in place for that. But no, we don't have a system in place for that. We have police who can't even do the bare minimum, right? And even if they did get in touch with him, likely the solution would have been to lock him up, put him in jail. That's how capitalism addresses our mental health crisis, with jails and incarceration and a failure to treat and allowing people to deteriorate to the point that they become a public danger, right? So I wanted to point that out because that was a situation. And put up the GoFundMe if you could there for a second, Will. We don't have his picture available, but Mr. Cunningham, who is the Metro worker, and I have to say, they did put up his picture on the evening news tonight, and he is an elderly white guy, okay? I had assumed that Mr. Cunningham was actually Black because a lot of people that work for Metro are, in fact, Black. I just assumed erroneously that Mr. Cunningham was a Black man. Mr. Cunningham was, in fact, a white man. And let me tell you something. Mr. Cunningham showed up and did what I hope a lot of people would do. And I am so sorry. And my deepest condolences go out to Mr. Cunningham's family that he sacrificed himself, but potentially he might have ended up saving more people. And I'm sorry that we live in such a violent nation that people who are experiencing a mental health crisis aren't getting the assistance that they need and instead have easier access to guns where they can go and kill people. So this is Mr. Cunningham's GoFundMe. I believe it was created by Metro, Washington Metro Authority. They have collected over $100,000 so far. And I think this man and his family completely deserve anything that people can send because he sacrificed himself when he saw a woman being potentially attacked, and that's what we like to see. I mean, I don't like to see, you understand, y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm appreciative that this man intervened. I am very devastated that he lost his life. And I'm sorry that this alleged attacker was at a point that this is what their actions decided to do. But on the other side of intervention, right? This tragically was a scenario in which intervention unfortunately turned tragic. But I'm gonna leave you guys on a bit of a lighter note, where in a TikTok video that has been making the rounds, a racist, shall we call her a Karen, a racist white woman, began berating one of her Latina neighbors and began destroying her property, okay? And was daring her Latina neighbor to call the police, told her to go back to her. Oh, we're going to see the video. We're going to see the video. But keep watching towards the end of the video, guys, because we are going to see somebody intervene. And though I don't know what the final outcome was in this situation, I was very, very happy to see the type of intervention that I think was absolutely required in this particular situation. When you have a racist person demonstrating violence, the only language they understand is what? Is what, guys? Is violence. That's right. That's right. So let's take a look at this TikTok video. Check it out.
And I got you on video that you're destroying my car. Thank you.
Get the fuck out of this neighborhood, you fucking shit.
Yep. Cool, lady.
Call, please.
I'm calling. Don't worry.
You could have told us. Hi, I'm at 10408 Glade Avenue. Because my neighbor has two fucking hammers in her goddamn hand and she's assaulting the car.
She's destroying property. Let them know that. And I have her on video.
heroes wear capes. Okay, not all heroes wear capes. Now listen. The issue about intervening on behalf of a stranger when you see somebody is being harassed or bullied or abused or tortured. We have had stories on this program where truly people with the best intentions intervening, it sometimes does not end up well for them. Truly, people are very depraved and sick and violent in America, but goddamn, a lot of times, y'all, them bullies are big fucking cowards. Okay, they will talk all that shit until you get punched in the mouth, and then the shit talking, either it's not as loud or it goes away altogether. It's very funny how that works. And I have to say, I I could not tell the race of the woman at the end. Will, if you could you tell the race of the lady at the end? I couldn't tell if she was a black lady or a white lady. She had big black lady energy, but
Yes, agreed.
Could you tell her race? Was she black?
Yeah, I thought she was black.
Okay, well, fine. We'll accept it. We'll take it. Okay, that's it. I just I just wanted a second opinion. That's all. Okay, so black lady at the end. Now listen, I love that. I love the fact that she had yoked that meth addict up, uh, and said, "I'm sick of you racist bitches," and threw her ass promptly in the fucking bushes where the fuck she belonged. And we have to gauge these things clearly on a case by case basis. If you're able to intervene when you see somebody be abused, if it's not endangering yourself, if you are able-bodied, if you are male, even, but old girl at the end, she wasn't male, and she whooped that ass. And again, some of this shit can be gender on gender specific, right? Like women only intervene if a woman is the aggressor, or I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the rules of engagement here, and I don't have it all figured out. But when I saw that lady have that bitch in that headlock, and and the racist bitch all of a sudden had all the mouth and was very, very quiet while in that headlock, I said, this is the kind of energy I'm here for, particularly against racists, right? Racists and abusers, you guys know I'm here for it. But when a racist Karen gets dealt with physically, it just really brings a smile. It's how everybody smiles. Everybody wins. Everybody wins in those situations. So I wanted to send a big up to that sister at the end who was sick of them racist bitches. Because I too am sick of them racist bitches and felt the need to yoke her up and throw her ass in the bushes. So big up to that queen.